Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. So today I'm going to do a little rundown of all of the mods, at least all that I can spot and think of, on my Toyota Tacoma. This is a 2025 TRD Sport. Now we're going to start, I guess, in the rear, because why not? And right down at the bottom, we've got the hitch light there in the middle. I believe that comes from Diode Dynamics, if I'm not mistaken. We've got some D-rings on the back, and those come from Rough Country, because I know people are going to ask. And then, whoa! Okay. Little scary bird attack or something. They got a nest in here? Wow. That'll make you jump. Anyway, a little excitement there. Let's carry on. We've got the plugs for the high lift jacks. They're from Trugmeta, I can never remember. And then, of course, I've got the step on the back. That one is OEM. However, I would highly recommend going with probably the ones from Amazon because they're a lot cheaper. There's no need. I've got the letters on the back of the tailgate. That came with the truck. I didn't put those on. Good place to get those is Tough Skins. Let's go ahead and open the trunk, or the trunk, the gate. We've got the tailgate theft prevention device here. This is from Cali Raised. We've got the tie downs. Those are from Charvonia or BilletTieDowns.com. And then I've got the bed stiffeners here. These come from Miller Cat. We've got the sport bar on the back. That comes from Black Horse. Kind of hard to miss that, right? And I think that's everything in the back. You can see the tie downs up there. The truck did come with the spray-in bed liners, so that's something that I did not add. Let's move on to the side here. Wheels and tires. I went with American Outlaw Spiker. They are 18-inch. The truck came with 18-inch wheels. They are an offset of plus 25, and what that does is get you outside of the fender well just a little bit, not a whole lot. And by the way, I don't have any chips or anything that I'm aware of. We'll get to why in just a minute. Tire-wise, we've got Nitto Terra Grappler G3s. They're a 265/70 18, and I think they're a really good look on the truck. Still leaves me a little bit of gap, which I personally like. I know some people like to fill it up as much as they can, and I think they're a good tire for the truck. Been pretty good in wet weather so far, so I would recommend those. Along the sides, we've got the OEM rock sliders. I did get these directly from Toyota, or a dealership, I guess. Looking in the back, not a whole lot back here, really. I've got grab handles. You can find these in many different colors on Amazon. I did add just a D-ring back here to be able to fasten when I put the seat up. Typically, I fasten it right here. I know a lot of people worry that they'll forget, shut the door, and do damage. Hey, don't do it if you can't remember, right? And I think that's it for the back. Let's go ahead and take a look in the front. By the way, the truck is filthy dirty, I know. I've got the aux beam control panel here, of course. Up here, we've got the Banks iDash Pro. This thing is awesome. I did add the tray behind the radio screen where I added holders for phones and cameras and things. Of course, I'm a creator, I guess, so I need that for making videos when I'm out running around. In the center console, I do have a tray. Again, another Amazon special. I did change out the shift knob to something with a little color in it, and I don't recall where I got that. There is a video on the channel for the install of it. It's very simple, and in there I think I probably stated where it came from. Up on the dash area next to the Tacoma wording, we've got the Tacoma truck, of course. That's just a keychain. You can get many different versions of that color-wise. Dirty floor mats that work really well. They come from LasFit. I think the best ones out there, in my opinion. In the center here, we've got the drop stop, whatever you want to call these things, seat gap fillers, I guess. These were sent to me years ago for actually a Toyota Tundra. Of course, they fit any truck. They came from eBay. I don't know that you can get these anymore. So, wow, I am really dirty in here. Look at that. Anyway, just something to stop things from dropping down in between the seats. Over there, you may see that red piece. That is a cover for the seat belt clasp. It's to keep it from banging around and scratching up the pillar area there. Seems to work pretty well. I did have one over here, but unfortunately it was big enough that it would cause binding when you tried to pull the seat belt out to put it on. So I got rid of it, just a heads up. I do have a flashlight kind of deal over here set up inside the cubby. I think this thing's pretty cool. I like that. Don't know if I can remember how to get it out. Let's give it a try. I think it just twists. Yeah, it twists out like so. And then to turn it on, you just push the button. You can see it comes on. Different features, I guess. You can use it as a road flare or whatever. And then when you want it back in, you just put it back in and twist like so. That's it. Doesn't really bounce around or make any noise, so I really dig that. Now, let's go ahead. We'll pop the hood while we're in here. I don't believe there's anything else on the inside. Moving down, it did come with the blacked out Tacoma badge. I did leave that on. I've taken other ones off in the past. Matter of preference. I did go to the black mirror caps. These are OEM. I think they came originally from either BAM Wholesale or Sparks Parts. Customized channel logo. Obviously not everybody's going to have that. It came from Tough Skins. Moving around to the front, we've got the Heritage or Pro Style grill with the LED light bar. It came with it as one piece. That came from either Yotivation or Yotaverse, if I remember. We've got the fog lights in amber down here. Those came from Cali Raised. Over here, we've got the, I guess, Fang pod lights. Baja Industries is where they come from. And then, of course, on the front, I've got the shackles with, again, holders from Rough Country. And on the hood, we've got the eBay special. This is a black hood, or scoop rather, as opposed to the color matching. I just like the black look on the truck. Again, from eBay. Under the hood, you've got hood struts. They come from Redline Tuning. We've got the rest of the aux beam switch control panel right down there. Up in the corner, you can see there is a fuse for that. It all runs over and is powered off of the battery. We have the TRD oil cap. That too was sent to me years ago for a Tundra. Happens to fit the Tacoma, so went ahead and used it here. And then we've got the Banks boost tubes for more or increased, I guess, airflow. Love these things. They just give the truck a bit more oomph. Plus, they should increase the longevity of the turbo. We've got the Banks cold air or ram air intake. Love this thing. Great feature for the truck. Gives us improved torque, improved horsepower, and of course airflow. Awesome addition. And another thing that you can't really see because I have it tucked up underneath, but I do have the Banks Pedal Monster. That is a throttle controller to allow me to adjust the way that the throttle responds so that I can get more or quicker acceleration out of the truck. Again, another piece I highly recommend. There are some discount codes down below, by the way. So if you guys want to check this stuff out, it can save you a little bit of money too. Anyway, that's it. I think that's everything I've added to the truck so far. Quite a list of features, I think. Leave a comment. Let me know if you have some of this stuff and how you like it and what am I missing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.